All right, Shalom. First and foremost, of course, I want to start off by giving all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, which is named the Most High, and Yahweh Shai, which is the name of the only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And this is just going to be a little, Bible talk real quick, man. I don't have any particular topic to start the video off with, man. We're just going to let the Spirit flow, man. Okay, and that's always a positive thing. Okay, and this is how you learn. Okay, the way you really learn is by memorizing those scriptures. And how do you do that? By constantly go over them. Okay, and here's a little spiritual thing, man. Okay, I was having this thought the other day when I was recording, and really, when we do our videos, man, we're really just educating ourselves, but it's being recorded so that it can be put online to teach others. Okay, so what we're really doing is memorizing those scriptures even more by recording us reading them. But at the same time as doing that, we're also teaching other people who are listening. Okay, so isn't that a spiritual thing? Okay, that we're being edified even more, even furthermore. Our memories are being refreshed with these precepts. But while we're doing that, the video is being put online. So brothers who might not know about those precepts, they're learning it. And even Mind of God said in a video lately that, he watches our videos, because sometimes, we'll bring up, and he was speaking about, I myself, ETT and Great Millstone. And he was saying that, I listen to their videos because once in a while they might bring up a verse that I totally forgot about, right? So even he will say that. All right, so that backs up what I was saying, man. Okay, and that's how you grow in this thing. Okay, that's how you spiritually grow, in this knowledge of this truth, man. Okay, is by going over those precepts. Okay, which of course, you're not going to, be able to remember everything, but you do to the best of your ability, man. Okay, and that's what this is all about. Okay, is really what this whole truth is all about at the end of the day, man. Is what? Being counted to be worthy to, catch a seat on one of those chariots, man, right? One of those UFOs, as people in the world will call them, right? Which really, those are the chariots of the Most High, man. And that's why these sightings are happening so much right now, is because, we're in the time when Yahweh Shai, is getting ready to make his grand appearance, man. Okay, so that's why everything is happening right now in the world the way it is because Yahweh Shai, is getting ready to return, man. Okay, everything that's happening right now is just pure evidence that Yahweh Shai, who the world calls Jesus Christ, is clearly about to make his grand appearance, man. Very soon, which it should be noted, of course, that will only happen after the tribulation of those days, right? Matthew 24:29, right? Immediately after the tribulation of those days will the Son of Man be revealed. And that cuts these guys, which we gotta talk about this, right? That pre-plague rapture, right? That pre-tribulation rapture. What these guys are out here talking about, specifically these Christians, right? I was watching a YouTube channel. I believe the channel was called, I believe her channel was called Sister in Christ or something like that. You can look her up. She does like shorts, usually. Like the shorts is basically a section on YouTube where you can record a video that's only like, 20 seconds long, 50 seconds long, something like that. Which I have it as well. I don't use it. But a lot of people do. But I was watching her channel and they're on there talking about, that Christ is going to return any day now, right? Before the Great Tribulation, Christ is going to return and to rapture away the church. That's not true. Okay, that's not true, man. All right, because I just quoted the scripture, right? Immediately after the tribulation of those days will the Son of Man be revealed. And here's the main kicker. If you read under it, it says, and then shall he send his angels to gather together his elect from the four corners of the earth. So that scripture is the absolute nail in the coffin on this pre-plague or pre-tribulation rapture at Mind of God or the Christian church are talking about. Because it says, after the tribulation of those days, the Son of Man will return, and then will he gather together his elect. So that proves that the elect have to go through the tribulation and that Christ returns after it. But then what they do is, as Vocab Malone would coin it, right? They're playing that Hebrew hopscotch, right? Or doing that damn, Christian shuffle, You know what I'm saying? Doing that damn Christian shuffle, right? Or that Hebrew hopscotch. And what they're doing now is, mind of God, saying that, that the tribulation and the great tribulation are two different time periods, which is absolutely false. They're just using that because they know that they got cut. But just to stick with that teaching, they have to now pull these, teachings out of their behind to support what they're saying. And my question to mind of God, I asked him this 5 times. He never answered this for me, so I have to make it clear one more time, is if he's saying that, the tribulation and the great tribulation are two different time periods, right, that they represent different things. Well, here's the question I have for you. If you go to, Daniel, the 12th chapter, it speaks about a time of trouble like never before, right? Jacob's trouble. So is that now a new time period as well? Or is that just talking about the tribulation, right? The great tribulation. Or what about the book of 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, right? It says what? A time of great evil, right? In a time of great war. And then Ezra said, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of wars and of great death, right? And then if you go to Matthew, the 24th chapter, it speaks about the beginning of sorrows. Wait a second. So are these 5 different time periods of these events happening? Or are they all actually talking about the same thing? And the answer is they're all talking about the same thing, but different authors wrote those differently, but they called them different things, but they all were seeing the same time period. Okay, so it's very simple to understand. Okay, so when it says tribulation, and in other verses it says great tribulation, it's really talking about the same thing. It's just different authors, they use the word differently. Let me give an example. Christ said, if you go to, John the 16th chapter, it said what? That in the world you're going to have tribulation, but in me you're going to have peace. Right? Christ said, in the world you're going to have tribulation, but in me you're going to have peace. Now, what does the word tribulation mean? The word tribulation means a distress, right? An adversity or a trial, right? Basically like a bad time, right? Or a hardship, right? So Christ said, in the world you're going to have hardships, but in me you'll have peace. Right, so Christ wasn't referring to the time of tribulation, right? The time of great tribulation, but he used the word tribulation though, right? But he was talking about something totally different. Okay, because the word tribulation just means a hardship. Okay, but when the scriptures speak about the tribulation of those days or that great tribulation, it's talking about the same time period. Okay, it's using it to describe different. It's using it by well, let me rephrase myself. It's talking about the same time period, but it describes it in different words, just like as shown in Daniel the 12th chapter, right? The time of Jacob's trouble. But that's talking about the time of the great tribulation. So you see, it's talking about the same time period, but they call it a different name. Okay, so it's clear as day what it's talking about. But these guys will, tap dancing around those scriptures like the bottom half of Betty Ripson, just to stick with their nonsense, man, that they're spewing out here. All right, so, newsflash, it's not going to be one of these, movies out here, just like, what's that one movie, Left Behind, right? It's not going to be like that, where people just disappear and are raptured away, and then the time period of the tribulation begins. That's not true, man. That's all a bunch of bullshit, man. Excuse my stutter, all right? But that's a bunch of BS, man. That's not true, all right? Christ returns after the tribulation of those days, which right now we're just in the beginning stages, right? Right now we're in the what's it refer to it, right? The birth pains or the beginning of sorrows, right? That's what we're in right now. It's just the beginning of all these things, okay? The beginning of what? Great wars and of great death and great famine. And that's what we're telling the people, right? We're warning you people, man. The elders of Great Millstone and the apostles, which of course is the Seer Shalom to all those men, right? But they've been out there warning you people since the 80s, man, about these things. And now we're seeing it happen, here in 2020 and 21. Okay, so hey, man, the prophecies are true, man. Oh, if you go to, 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, Start the first verse on down. It says what? That the Lord have caused these words to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. We go to Habakkuk 2:2. It says what? That the vision is yet for an appointed time, but the end it will come and it will not tarry. Paraphrasing the text. Okay, so these prophecies are truly faithful and true, man. Okay, because now we're seeing all these things be fulfilled all around us, man. Okay, all these prophecies are being fulfilled right now. Okay, so hey, man, I mean, hell, what a time to be alive right now, man. I mean, hell, this is a hell of a time to be alive right now, man, because we're living at the end of the world. Right, the world's literally coming to an end right now, man. Got these cats out here talking about, trying to, build up their future. Got parents out here having children. Got people out here trying to save up for their, newborns, so that, in 18 years, 19 years or whatever, they can go off to, college. Right? These people are looking, into the future, man, right? Trying to work on that pension. You know what I'm saying? People is trying to build up, an extra bank account, to go on a vacation in 5 years. You know what I'm saying? But these people don't get the notion, man. Right? This is it. Right? In the words of Rooney McNutt, this truly is it, man. There is no bouncing back from this, right? There is no bouncing back from what's going on right now. Okay, this is truly it, man. Right? The world is about to come to an end as we know it. And how do you know? Because you know by the signs. Got cats out here, and I know certain guys, man. They'll tell you with a straight face that we're not living in the last times. And I know guys like that who actually believe that. And the ironic part is one of those guys who told me that, he's actually a Christian pastor. Let that sink in. All right, so, it shows you, man, that even these religious people out here, a lot of them are deceived, man. Don't know what the hell is going on. So yeah, man, there's not much to elaborate on. Okay, it's very clear what's going on right now, man. Okay, I did a video with a brother the other day, Brother Dasan, right? Brother Dasan joined me on the video, and we were talking about, the changing of seasons, right? That this man, E, he's going down and our kingdom is coming up. What is it? 2 Ezra 6:9. Esau's the end of the world, but Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. Right, so this man, his world's going down, and the world to come is clearly on the rise, man. Okay, so, I just wanted to do that little video. Hope that was edifying. And I'm going to say shalom.